2 days ago, I finally started practicing my English out loud. Out loud, I mean. It's not perfect, but it's a real progress way. It's a progress in a real way. Am I right? I do think so. And I just want to see you how I grow day by day. And maybe you'll start too. Who knows? Let's start with why English is really important to me. English, it's a really important tool and language to me because I live in a country when all people speak English, and I do wanna, in the future, I do wanna communicate in English, only in English or in another language, but I want to forgive my native language. I do wanna speak only with a few people from my surrounding, only with a few people who's friends of mine, and with nobody else from my country. And therefore I decided to learn English language highly intensive. How am I feel it when I speak English out loud? Actually, I feel myself a little bit dumb, and I cannot connect all my thoughts, and I cannot make any jokes in English yet, but I'm trying to do my best. The power of habits. How do habits shape our success or failure in the life? Well, from my personal experience, habits shape my success when I do things properly and consistency. I have one example when I set a goal for myself to read one book and follow its recommendations. What can I do in my life? How could I do my life a little bit better than I was before? So I followed those recommendations, and I worked on them consistently. So it helped me somehow improve my personality. It wasn't an English book, it was a book in my native language. However, it helped me in some perspective that I was learning too. Social media and mental health. Is social media more helpful or harmful in today's world? It's like an yin and yang. It's both harmful from one side, it's really harmful, and from another side, it's helpful. But actually, it's when I do social media, it's not harmful for me right now because it's not harmful because I don't have this much audience who watch me, so it doesn't impact on my life at all. Social media is more helpful when the person see a goal to grow on social media, when the particular person see a purpose and a goal why this person should do social media and why this person should film social media and should film myself. So it's helpful for me anyways, because I improve my English and I do not care about views that I'll get on this video. So it helped me anyways. And if it will gain views, it will be good also, right? Money versus happiness. Can money truly bring happiness, or is it just a tool? I don't know, because I'm not a wealthy person. So I can't answer this question. The future of work. How will AI and technology change the job market in the next 10 years? AI do change the job market nowadays, and I see it when I edit my videos. Maybe not impact a real world now. However, it already did it on online
on the online sources. When I edit my video, I do my thumbnail with artificial intelligence help, so it helps me a lot, and I can confidently say it will impact and it will create our future really soon. So AI will change the job market for web designers and those people who can do the same work that AI will be able to do in the nearest future. And I'm talking about 5, 10, I'm talking about a duration from 5 to 10 years from this moment, from 2025. Travel and personal growth. How does traveling to new places change your perspective? It's not changed my perspective, it's changed myself. I traveled only 2 times in my life. 3 times. No, 2 times. The first one was Poland. I moved to Poland when I was 17 years old, but it wasn't just a travel or an adventure. It was an adventure more. It was more an adventure than a journey. I moved there. I lived there for 3 months. After, and in this country, I saw a lot of new experiences, new people. It was completely new world for me. So it did change my personality, and it grows my mentality, my mentality side as well. After Poland, I successfully moved to Sweden because a friend of mine live here. He said like, "Yo man, dude, come here to Sweden. It's a great country, and you can try to live here and find job here and study here and live here and eventually live here." So I did it. I accepted his offer. I accepted his offer, and I moved to Sweden. My first city was Stockholm. Then I moved to the north part of Sweden, but it's a completely different story, guys. Love and relationships. What teaches more, reading books or living through experiences? Living through experiences, and I don't wanna explain it. I don't wanna even explain it. Love and relationships. What does a healthy long-term relationship need to survive? I don't know, because I didn't have a long relationships in my life. Love from both sides. Cultural identity. What does your culture mean to you, and what does your culture mean to you, and how does it affect your values? My culture mean nothing to me, and I don't want to explain why. Success and failure. What was your personal definition of success, and how do you handle failure? Well, I have to go through failure to achieve success. It's my strong position that I have in my heart and in my mind. Without failures, I cannot achieve success because it's a part of it. So I need to go through it, and I don't have another way. I have to film 1000 videos on YouTube to become more confident, more anti-shy. Don't shy. More interesting on social media, and I just have to learn from my mistakes. It's a part of my journey. So without handling failures, I'm not be able to achieve my biggest goal that I have. Climate change and responsibility. Who is responsible for fixing the planet? Individuals, companies, or governments? It becomes from ourselves, from every single person, from me, from you, and from that guy who go right there on the street. Would you like follow-up questions, useful vocabulary? Okay, I finished with it, and now I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to ask me follow-up questions. Okay, give me follow-up questions. How much time do you spend on social media daily? Well, it's a great question because it's my issue, and I spend probably 6 hours per day, but I'm not spending them on social media. I learn, I have a course, an editing course, so I spend time on YouTube videos. I listen only to English videos, and I learn how to edit in DaVinci Resolve software. Does social media make you feel more connected or more lonely? It depends on which social media I see or I used to use. If you're gonna talk about YouTube, it depends on which videos you and we both can choose. If it's a useful video that we can learn from them something, so well, it's worth it to see those videos and to listen to smart people that live on social media. I know that it doesn't correct word for this usage. What would you do if you had unlimited money? It's a deep and interesting question, but first of all, I will close my basic needs: food, money, apartment, cars, and stuff like that. Then it'll become boring for me, so I would choose new purpose and new goal in my life, because it's pretty boring. It's pretty boring when you live your life without a goal and without purpose, but with a ton of money. Is it possible to be happy without money? It is possible, but it's difficult. Everyone needs some money to live, because without money, it's a horrible thing to not have access to food and to not have access to apartments or a home above your head. It's really terrible thing. So everyone should have some amount of money that can provide, that can cover those basic needs which people really need: food, home, and that's it. Electricity. Okay. But I'm not talking about phones and stuff that goes after basic needs. Which jobs do you think will disappear in the future? I cannot answer this question. Do you think remote work is better than working in an office? Remote work is better because it's not so boring like working in an office. And when you work in a remote work, you think that those people who work in an office, it's the best choice and the best job that they could ever receive, but from their side, from their perspective, they do feel the same towards a guy who work in a remote work, who work in a remote industry, because it's not so boring, and it includes physics. It includes physics, and you're not sitting in one place, in one chair, and every type of job has its own pros and cons. Every type of job has this own pros and cons. Travel and personal growth. What country would you like to visit and why? I would like to visit the United States of America. I would like to visit Australia and Canada as well. Why Canada? I'll start with Canada because I had my relative. No, not my relative. It's not a relative. It's a word. Friend, very far friend. I had my very far friend from Canada, and I admired his accent. He was fluent in English language, and I was like, what's wrong with this guy? He's just perfect. His English awesome, and it's the only person that I really admire, but I admire his English. I admired his English, not his personality, but his English, and I wanted to become at the same level that he is. Books. Should people keep their cultural identity when living in a new country? No. And my position is very simple. When people decided to move to another country, they have to choose to switch their personality and their culture identity when they move to another country, because in another way it doesn't make sense when you move to another country and you don't want to learn new culture, new language, and talk to new people, and you still hold with your old culture and people that you. Yeah, I know a lot of people who moved here in Sweden from my country, but they don't want to learn this language and English language. They're like, I don't care about it. Okay, so I don't care about those people too who don't want to learn new culture when they move to another country. Is climate change something that worries you? No, because I plant 1,000 trees per day. No, because I was planting 1,000 trees per day, so it's it doesn't worry me, because I know that I do a lot of right things to this planet, and I've planted probably 50,000 trees, and it's a huge amount of it, so nobody. So yeah, so I did a lot of effort from my side to help this planet survive. It is for today. See you in the next third day one.